KLZ Events presenta
The season 5 was very transitory. I think a lot of big change happened. Or that's not one or two words. Okay, one or two words. I would say transitory. I was to wake up as this guy, you know, I think it would probably take me a second, but I would probably call Kevin Williamson and say, what the hell happened? I would use it. I mean, I would take advantage of it immediately. I would use that ability Damon has to compel someone and make you do whatever you want. Because I would go to Washington D.C. and I would talk some sense into the powers that be in Washington and make some real shit happen. I mean, there's 5 years of those anecdotes. Funny stuff. You know, the story, it's pretty incredible. Comic-Con, our first year during Comic-Con, you know, we didn't know how big the show was going to be. You know, you never know. Lost actually almost ended up not going because the president of ABC had been let go, unfortunately, in the middle of shooting our show, the pilot, and the new president didn't even want to pick the show up. So I think it was they found out on a Friday, but on that Wednesday before the Friday, Lost was not on the fall schedule for ABC. Yeah, so it's like that kind of stuff happens all the time and you never really know. So when we were at Comic-Con, it was a really amazing response. You know, the fans were incredible, and I was held up by my neck by this like 6'2" Wonder Woman. This woman dressed as Wonder Woman. I thought she was quite beautiful, but it was a little scary, and she ended up letting me go, and I ended up finishing Comic-Con. But it was I just remember that feeling of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die here with Wonder Woman. We all have massive, you know, I was a huge fan of Robert Downey Jr., you know, still am. And I remember meeting him. A couple guys like that, I'm like a 14-year-old girl, you know. I'm just like, ah. My sister was in love with him when she was young, and so, excuse me, he had posters and to watch all the movies and stuff. And so when I was young, I wanted to be that guy, still do. I remember, who did I meet that other time? I had nothing to say. I just sat there. Oh, Jeff Bridges. When he was nominated for his Oscar, we did a talk show together in New York, or he was on before me, and then we ran into each other literally in the doorway, and I just stood there, and he said, hey, how are you? And I just stood there. I couldn't say anything, and he said, that good, huh? And then he just walked off, and I thought, why did I say anything? I couldn't say anything, because those guys are such phenomenal artists. Oh my gosh, they're great. I mean, this whole thing is a learning curve. I mean, I started doing it with them. So I think we all kind of learned at the same time and navigated those very treacherous waters of putting together one of these events. It's an exorbitant amount of work, and they're crushing it. You guys have been so great. And it provides, you know, look, here's the reality. It provides a space for people who watch this show, who are invested in this show, to do a couple of things: to see the cast and interact with the cast, ask questions, and be appreciated as an audience, and also appreciate the actors. So it's this very give-take environment, which is great. It's amazing, and that's, you know, these things are so well organized now that it really, really, really just creates a great space for us to all interact, and because that's what it's about. I mean, you know, we're on the other side of that screen all the time, and so what's really cool about it is that because this audience is mostly girls, 12 to 34-year-old girls, females, they the decibel level, the level of sound that comes out of them to tell, you know, to explain, hey, this is how much I like the show, or this is how much I like your character, or whatever it may be, is really, it's beautiful. When it ends, hopefully I still have a professional life. You know, I just look forward to doing films, films and television and documentaries, and then new media. You know, there's a whole new media world now. You can create anything and distribute it online. Anything at all. Short movies, long movies. I can't wait to get back to New York and do some amazing theater, but I really just can't wait to get onto a film set and do a film that I'm really proud of and that I love. Hey guys, it's Ian Somerhalder. I just want to say thank you to KLC, and thank you to you guys, the audience, for making this experience so phenomenal. I look forward to seeing you again.